Now to the Edinburgh International Festival. It's one of the biggest festivals in the world and there's always been a strong Irish presence there. This summer is no different, and yesterday our reporter Aisling Riordan met the festival's director Jonathan Mills, who was in Dublin to launch the month-long celebration of international opera, music, theatre and dance.
You've been in the Gaiety, you've been in the Olympia. The width of this theatre, this theatre is actually wider than both of those theatres.
I know.
This is Jonathan Mills' first time on the stage of the Gate Theatre. However, the Edinburgh International Festival's director knows its work only too well. Many of the theatre's productions have featured in the lineup of one of the biggest festivals worldwide. Jonathan is in Dublin to launch this year's programme.
Now, there is a strong connection between Ireland and the festival over the years, isn't there?
There's been a hugely strong connection between Ireland and Dublin and Edinburgh and Scotland. I mean, historically that's always been the case, but also in terms of the number of Irish writers, the number of particularly Irish playwrights that have been present at Edinburgh festivals in years gone by. Every so often we have an absolute feast of the Irish view of the world, which I think keeps us sane, keeps us centred, and makes us understand that actually things aren't as incongruous as they might seem. And this year, Samuel Beckett, particularly in the area of where he's playing with television, novellas and works for radio, is taking us into another realm of what drama can be in the 20th and late 20th and early 21st century.
And you have plans to move on, and I hear there's an Irishman taking over at the helm?
The former director of the Dublin Theatre Festival, Fergus Linehan, who's very well known to everyone in Ireland and especially in Dublin, is going to be my successor, and I'm here by chance because I didn't know and didn't have a part in that discovery, but indeed there could not be a more appropriate place this week, to be launching the Edinburgh International Festival than Dublin, where we will welcome Fergus in 2015.
And do you think he should change the festival?
I think it's the role of every festival director to change and to add and to develop the ongoing story, the ongoing saga and traditions of the festival itself. And I think if anything that stands still ultimately atrophies and dies. Fergus has a great track record both in Dublin and in Sydney, and I think he'll add to that in Edinburgh. So I wish him well, and I think it's very exciting news for Edinburgh, and it's especially exciting news for Dublin.
Exciting news it is. Now, in the meantime, the Gate Theatre and the Pan Theatre will represent the Irish with the Beckett at the festival season.
The Gate are going to do 3 plays. But they're not 3 plays, they're 3 pieces written by Beckett that were not written as theatre pieces. One is First Love, which was written as a novella, which we've adapted or we put onto the stage. The other is I'll Go On, based on the trilogy of novels, which Barry McGovern is doing, and the other is a television piece called Hey Joe. As well as that, and our confrères, our partners in this, is a very exciting Irish company called Pan. And Pan are going to do 2 plays that are radio plays, All That Fall in Embers. And so what we have is a very unique opportunity. It's an opportunity, and it is unique, to see 5 pieces that were not written as plays, but all written by Beckett, and to see them on the stage.
Aisling Riordan reporting there.